You guys ever heard of like an infinite? And I don't mean like a real infinite, like the Mortal Kombat down one infinite. It's like a fake infinite, right? What it is it's people not wanting to stop pressing buttons. Yeah, don't mind my Raven. Look at my Raven costume. Let's fucking go. So a lot of people, especially in low ranks, just want a face roll. I think we had just talked about that, which is perfect. And it leads into the next thing pretty well. A lot of people just want to face roll and like press a bunch of buttons on their controller without thinking about what to do. Like what an actual offensive structure is, right? They're like, I'm going to do my highs and I'm going to do my lows. And I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of lower level players aren't thinking about highs, lows, and mids, right? They're thinking about highs because they're fast. They don't know that they're highs. They're just doing them because they're fast. And they're doing a lot of lows because, well, lows, if my opponent is blocking, standing, I can just hit them with these thingies, like over and over. Right? And like I said, generally, lows leave you minus. Look at that. That's +2, but that's not normal. Do I have counter hit on? I don't. Okay, good. I think that combo's on counter hit. Anyways, so a big thing to know is to find your mid, right? Like you say you have you got your jab pressure, you know that that's plus. We move back over. Where the fuck is block all? You know your plus frame button, right? Like you know this and you know this, like those are both plus. You know this button, that's plus. You know this, that's plus. And then you got your jab, right? So you found all your plus frame buttons already, and you're like, well, I have all my plus frame buttons, but I take my turn, and then after my opponent just keeps smashing, and I can't get back to a spot where I can like reinforce my offense again and like keep them from just pressing buttons. Like, what do I do? So if almost all of your plus frame buttons, kind of like Raven, there's one mid, there's a high, there's a high. There's a high. There's a high. Look at all those plus frame highs. That means you have a lot of highs, right? And that means that a lot of times you're going to get stuffed out by things like this, like very quick low checks, right? You're going to get stuffed out by that on your highs that are fast. You're alive? Yes, I'm living. And what that means is a lot of times you're going to have to find a mid check to stop people from just ducking in your face, right? The best way to deal with mashing in 3D fighters is to use fast mids. Legitimately, I can't tell you how many people I've killed doing this. Doing this over and over. I swear to you, that's how I'm purple. I mean, that's how I'm orange rank already. I'm just doing this over and over. I'm just using mids. I'm doing this again because it's plus, going for a low, and then just going for mids. Like I'll take my high priority real quick, boom, because it's +1, and then I'll just go for a mid. And it kills a lot of people because a lot of people aren't thinking of mids as like a thing that give you additional strategy in battle. They just kind of think of them as, oh, that's the thing that's going to launch my opponent, right? Quick mid checks aren't for launching, right? Quick mid checks are actually for slowing down your opponent's fast, aggressive, low reaching offense, right? Like things like this, that's -2. So if you're doing like these lows that are minus or 0 on block, and then you want to do something else that's not inherently too fast, right? A 15 frame button, and that's 0. It means if I use my 14 frame mid on you, or my 12 frame mid on you, a lot of times you will get stuffed out. Just food for thought. Remember to keep your down forward 1. Generally, I think with most characters. Hope you're doing good. I think I'm doing okay. I could be worse. I could be better. With most characters, generically, it's down forward 1, right? Not everyone has the same strength of their down forward 1, but what you want to find is just a quick mid check that is going to lead to your opponent having to stop pressing buttons so frequently and doing like a bunch of like small lows. A lot of people just do this. They're like, okay, well, okay, well, my hop kick didn't work. I'm going to use some lows. Okay, I'm going to hop kick again. My hop kick's safe. A few more lows. All right, now I'm going to use a high. I'm going to do my jab string. Okay, well, that didn't get punished, so I'm going to use low again. Yeah, more lows. Right, you can try to duck those lows and block them and randomly get hop kicked, or you can just shoot a mid check. Generally, the first part of your mid check will almost always be safe, right? Like, look at that, I'm at -2. -2 is not a terrible position. It means that I can jab after or down 1 after if my opponent goes for the wrong thing. And it doesn't have to feel so bad. Right, and then I can even like set up for like hell sweep. But you can almost always even stagger it and do it again and finish the follow-up next time. Right, I have a 13 frame mid here. Puts me in a stance, but that's okay, because I have a power crush in the stance. I didn't know I had a Power Crush in that stance for a long time. Regardless, yeah, I think like finding a quick mid, 14, anywhere between 12 and 14 frames that's generally safe is a nice thing to figure out how to use to stop your opponent's like mashy style of offense, right? If you're like, oh my gosh, this guy's just doing this over and over and I can't beat it. He's just doing this. This is all he's doing. He's doing this and then just more of this. Use a mid. Hit him with a make check, right? I think that happens a lot when people first start 3D fighters is they just don't really think about highs, mids, and lows like all together as one cohesive system. And they're like, dude, all my stuff's getting crushed by lows over and over. What do I do? The answer is use a mid. It's as simple as that. You'll see a huge improvement in your game plan once you figure that out. And it's something so small, so minute that most people at the higher levels don't even have to think about it anymore. And at lower levels, it just wasn't in your heads. Now, hopefully it is.